Okay, Shayla. So here's what's happening with these problems. You have been given a line. And for every single line is equal to 180 degrees. Well, not only do you have that line, but you also have a line going through that line. So let's make this green pen the line going through. Well, this line is also 180 degrees. But it doesn't change the total amount of degrees that this first line is. We're going to call this line A. Okay? So if I take a line and I put it somewhere between, the amount I have on each side is going to be different, but it will all equal up to 180 degrees. So let's use these dimes as an example. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 dimes. If I take my line and I put it right here, I still have 9 dimes. But on this side of my line, I have 4. And on this side, I have 5. If I'm not quite sure how many dimes I have over here, I'm going to take my 5 and see what the difference is from 9. So I would have 9 is equal to 5 plus x. And I would solve that equation and I would know that I should have 4 dimes on this side of my line. So minus 5, 4 is equal to x. And that's true no matter where I move this. So if I'm dealing just purely with angles and I'm given a line, let's call this line B, and this angle 1 and angle 2, and I'm trying to find out what one of these angles is, I need to be given some information. I know that no matter what, angle 1 plus angle 2 should equal 180 degrees. So let's say that they say that angle 2 is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, so I will substitute this value in for angle 2. So I have angle 1 plus my angle 2, which is 60 degrees, should equal 180 degrees. I need to find angle 1, so I'm just going to replace it with a variable. I have x plus 60 equals 180. And if I'm not mistaken, in geometry, you need to use theta. I don't know what your teacher is going to have you do or not, but you could also use that as your variable. So I now subtract 60 from both sides. And I know that my angle 1, or my x, is going to equal to 120 degrees. This same concept is what you're going to use for your triangle. I know that the interior angles of a triangle should equal 180 degrees. So this angle here plus this angle here plus angle, we'll call them A, B, and C, should all equal to 180. So A plus B plus C should equal 180 degrees. So if they give me a value for one of these, I can find out what the other ones are. So if they give me that A is equal to 20 and B is equal to 40, and they want me to find C, I just solve that equation. Now let's say they give me another line, they give me this line here, and they call this angle D. Well, we already said B is equal to 40. Okay? And so now I just need to realize that this is just a straight line, and a straight line has an angle of 180 degrees. So to find D, D would equal to 180 degrees minus 40 degrees. Or if I wanted to set it up as an equation that you're used to seeing, it would be D plus 40 degrees equals 180 degrees. So just to take note, the degrees I used here would be very bad for a triangle. I just came up with them on the top of my head, but the process is the same.